accelerates and gets down into turn one first, gets down on the inside.
And Earnhardt goes to the corner very, very wide, as does the 4-car Bobby Hamilton, and Hamilton's left front tire is flat.
It is flat. Oh, what a tough break for him.
He was running in 11th position.
Now he has to make that dreaded green flag pit stop, 35 miles an hour all the way around here.
The winner of last year's race here will not win this year. Has to come down at 35 miles an hour while everybody on the racetrack is running at about 90. Here they come.
So he goes a lap down.
Rusty stretched out his advantage to over a second over Jeff Burton.
Burton hadn't cleared Earnhardt yet. Maybe has now. Just did.
Now Jeff Burton is going to have a fight on his hands to do so, as he did earlier in the race.
Jeff Gordon is running in third place. You see Dale Earnhardt is certainly not going to give him all the grief that he gave him the first time, because the first time we saw this battle, Jeff Gordon was the leader. And right now the leader, the first 2 cars are by Dale Earnhardt, so there's no point in really struggling with these guys back third, fourth, and fifth and helping them up.
Bobby Hamilton lost 2 laps on that pit stop. Of course, he only changed 2 tires, or maybe just changed 1 tire. But he can change 2 just as quickly, so.
Gordon trying to clear Earnhardt. Meanwhile, Sterling Marlin is having a very good race.
Up into 5th place. Been able to get by Kenny Schrader.
There's Kyle Petty, who's running back in 7th, and right behind him is another guy having a terrific race, Kenny Wallace.
Square D Chevy is running in 8th position.
Elliott is right behind him. However, Bill is 3 laps down, running back in 34th.
Elliott's one that had a flat tire as well, didn't he?
That was early on, and he lost 2 laps and then lost another lap on the racetrack later.
Brett Bodine is still on the lead lap in 9th position.
Brett having a great day, and he needs it. Good to see him doing so well.
Some of the guys that it's been a long time since we saw run up front, like Kyle Petty and Kenny Schrader and Kenny Wallace and Brett Bodine running very well this afternoon.
It is, and BW still on the lead lap too.
That's right.
He's running in, what, 11th position?
Yeah, he lost a lap early in the race, but then got it back during a crash and has been able to stay on the lead lap ever since.
And right now, Mark Martin trying to get on the inside of Jeff Gordon. Oh, took a look off turn 4. Not quite able to do it. Once again, down in the corner. Jeff Gordon gives him room.
It's a battle for 3rd.
Let me see the exhaust out of Mark Martin's car out the left side. The same flame that we see out of the back of Jeff Burton's car, only this time on the other side.
Perhaps see more of that flame on this racetrack than any other, because they're off the gas for so long. And all gas running in there, they aren't able to burn it for a little bit.
Mark Martin was the short track champion in 1999. When you consider points earned. 98, should say, yeah. We talked about Jeffrey Bodine having his 50th birthday today. Jack Roush had his 57th. Birthday yesterday.
Sterling Marlin closing on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. That time by, Sterling Marlin was a little bit quicker than Jeff Gordon, about 0.2 miles per hour. And the 99 car, Jeff Burton, currently in 2nd spot, was a little bit faster than the leader, Rusty Wallace. Just a little, but a little faster.
Has been as low as 18th in this race. Currently at his top performance, 5th, about 3.3 seconds behind the leader.
Make at least one more pit stop. Rusty is trying to check out on him now.
Points as of now, Mark Martin up a spot, so is Jeff Gordon. Bobby Labonte down 2. And Rusty Wallace, the leader of the race.
Bobby Labonte currently is 17th as a result of those pit stops under the caution.
Just a few moments ago. Let's show you him.
He just went by the old DW. All the cars are going by the picture. There we see Bobby Labonte. Here comes Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton. Schrader, he's back in 6th spot. Kyle Petty goes by, and right behind him, Kenny Wallace. And there comes DW right in front of John Andretti.
There he is.
11th position.
How about that? Good run for Darrell.
And we saw how good John Andretti, the STP Pontiac, was earlier. Darrell Walton, the Big K Ford, has been in front of John Andretti for the last 10 or 15 laps, and John has not been able to make a move on him.
Darrell Waltrip has more victories here at Martinsville than any other driver. He has 11 wins in 48 starts, leading the category. He also leads in several other categories: 27 top 5s, 31 top 10s. He has the best top 5 finishing percentage and has led 32 of the 48 races that he has participated in. He'll be with us during our live coverage of the IROC race next Saturday from Talladega.
Jeff Gordon has now moved back into 3rd position, been able to get by Mark Martin, and we see Sterling Marlin is right on the back bumper of Mark Martin.
Mention how we'll have a live IROC race next Saturday at the conclusion of the telecast here this afternoon. Stay tuned to ESPN. We'll show you the first race of IROC 23 from Daytona International Speedway. It was the first combat between Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. on American racing soil. 300 laps completed now, 200 to go as Rusty Wallace is looking for his 2nd consecutive victory here in 1999. Burton, Gordon, Martin, and Marlin are the top 5.
Moved into that 2nd spot. He's only about a second behind Rusty Wallace.
And cutting it down each lap as Rusty has gotten in some very heavy traffic again.
At Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, it's the Goody's Body Paint 500. Rusty Wallace leads. Jeff Gordon has taken 2nd from Jeff Burton now. Rusty Wallace is, it appears, closing in on the leader. On lap 302, he was 2.4 seconds behind, and on lap 306, 1.3.
Rusty got in heavy traffic. Of course, Gordon now is in that same traffic, so Rusty might be able to pull away and open that up again.
There you see Kenny Irwin is still in the race. His car got up on the backstretch wall during one of our incidents. However, the car wasn't damaged, and he's back in the race, although he is 7 laps down, running in 39th position.
Clears himself of that lap traffic. Now he sets his sight on Rusty Wallace. He's got a little over 1 second deficit to make up.
There's Sterling Marlin, who's in 5th spot.
Kenny Schrader back in 6th spot. Good run for Kenny Schrader today.
His teammate is right behind him. That's Kenny Wallace. He passed Kyle a couple of laps ago. Now Kenny Wallace is 7th. showing the battle scars, but hey.
That's what you expect here at Martinsville.
His only career top 5 was here at Martinsville in September of 1994. He finished 4th.
Remember when Kenny Wallace sat on the pole here at Martinsville? Well, I'm told that Darrell Waltrip, that 66 car that he's driving today, is that very car that Kenny Wallace used to sit on the pole.
Caution is out. We got a car up against the wall in turn 4. 98. Yes. Besides that, there's a big piece of debris on the racetrack. So Rick Mast.
Ooh, look at the damage to the left front of that car.
Yep.
Not good.
Rick's had a tough day here today.
He has.
Caught up in several encounters on the racetrack.
This is our 9th caution of the afternoon.
And I would guess these guys will make a pit stop.
Pits are closed.
They're going to have to go 185 or so laps from here on. Maybe they could go that far on gas. I doubt it, though.
See if we can determine what happened to Rick Mast from our speed shot located underneath the starter stand.
Let's check out Bobby Labonte's onboard camera. We see Chad Little, the John Deere car right beside Rick. Oh, and Chad gets sideways. When he corrects it, he goes up and nails Rick Mast in the left rear quarter.
And Mast car is just sitting there while those on the lead lap do come in. Rusty leads him down at 35 miles an hour. John Kerr.
Tire change once again, no adjustments. They're very happy with the way the car's running. In fact, about 10 laps ago, Kenny radioed in and says, hey guys, the car just seemed like it picked up a lot of speed. Now to Bill Weber.
We expect it to be just 4 tires and fuel for Rusty Wallace. He likes the way his car's handling. Just 27 yellow flag laps and only 58 green flag laps on these tires. They cannot make it to the finish. Right in front of them, Gordon is getting his windshield clean at 4 tires. Dirt punch.
Track bar adjustment on the right rear of the car number 99, trying to tighten up just a smite. Right in front of him, the car number 6, his teammate Mark Martin. No changing, 4 tires. It'll be 6 and 99. Those are the 2 Roush cars exiting in turn 2.
And they will exit behind the 24 and the 2. Here comes John Andretti.
Oh, and then poor Sterling Marlin got killed on that pit stop. He came in 5th spot, or I think 5th spot, and he's going to go out about 10th or 12th.
Some congestion also as the 2 and the 24 came off the pits.
Well, what classic pit stops. What classic. Just almost even. They came in even. They go out even. And Rusty just, whoa, says, I'm going on the outside. and fortunately for him, Jeff Gordon gave him the room to get by.
Well, the disabled car of Rick Mast is now being towed back into the infield area as 317 of 500 laps are completed. Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, ESPN welcomes you back to live coverage of the Goody's Body Paint 500, being brought to you by Lawn Boy, making mowing easier. By the Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac, wider is better. And by Energizer Advanced Formula, no battery lasts longer. Under caution here at Martinsville because of an incident down in turn 4 involving Rick Mast. Now, Benny talked earlier about how pit work is an orchestrated ballet. Look at this.
Jack just jumped the hood on that 28 car with a jack in his hand.
Out of the pits, we showed you the tight squeeze that Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon had. Just ahead of him, however, is the 40 car, and they lost a lot of positions in the pits, Bill.
And you can see them scrambling just in that freeze frame there, Bob, on the right front. The front air gun broke on the 40 team's tire change, so they had to continue the change with the 1 air gun and then send Sterling back out, and that's why they lost all that time in the pits.
And it dropped him back to 15th position.
Man, what a great run he had going.
And here's our